Hi, folks. This is just a reminder that if you like this content, you can help me out by liking, commenting, and especially subscribing to the video. And be sure to hit the bell notification when you do so that you always get notified whenever I have a new video out, whether it's Mysterious World or something else. These days, I usually have several videos out a week. Hope you enjoy this.
JJ's in Kentucky, listening on WLCR Radio. JJ, welcome. Go ahead with your question for Jimmy.
Yes, my question is about like when we are having discussions and dialogues with Protestants of two types. One, say a Protestant that's a lifelong Protestant versus a Protestant who is Catholic, but for some reason or another is now practicing is in a Protestant church. Mm-hmm. Should our disposition or our approach be different? Like, since Vatican II we're more ecumenical, and I think some people even said that Protestants don't have to convert. I've heard that kind of stuff. But so is it different? Is there like a pressure for the Catholic to come back more so than the Protestant to convert? Does that make sense?
So the fundamental answer to the question is, I mean, I can go into more detail than I have time for, but the fundamental answer is we have to treat everybody as an individual. So if someone, and we can't judge their hearts. So I can't, if I'm talking to a Protestant who's an ex-Catholic or a Protestant who is a cradle Protestant, I don't know what their heart is. The cradle Protestant may be very hostile to the Catholic Church, or they may be very friendly. Meanwhile, the ex-Catholic Protestant may be very hostile to the Catholic Church or may be very friendly. What I'm concerned with is trying to figure out where this individual person is in their views of the Catholic Church. And the only way to know that is to ask them questions. That's like what doctors do when they're figuring out how to treat a patient. They ask questions. They find out, where this person's at, what's going on with them, and then they provide the best treatment they can. So we have to do that too. Now, if you're super telepathic and can see into the person's heart by a gift of the Holy Spirit or something, well, then you might have additional information that would let you figure out how to best approach them without needing to ask them questions. But for most of us ordinary mortals, we're going to need to ask them questions in order to figure out where they're at and how we can best help them.
And again, on I go with the calls. Thank you, JJ. I hope that was helpful to you.
And before we go, just one more reminder that if you like what you've watched, you can help me out by liking, commenting, and especially subscribing to this channel. I'm trying to grow it, and I'd really appreciate your help. Thank you, and God bless.